Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about who I think is really head and shoulders above and beyond any other champion in the entire game. The one champion who I would want to have. If I could start a brand new account right now, starting from scratch, nothing in my account, no champions, just Kale, who would I want? I would want Krisk the Ageless. Very difficult to get champion. You guys know I've been watching this channel for any amount of time here that I've become less and less inclined to do these legendary champion guides because I want my channel to be more, well, I don't know, inclusive to everybody. So covering more epic and fusion champions and rare champions. But today we're going to cover the ultimate pay-to-win champion, I guess, aside from Lydia, maybe, and that is Krisk. So it's not about, why is he the #1 champion of the game, although I will give my argument on that. It's more about just spotlighting the amount of, or the dramatic impact, the amount of change in a positive direction, in progression that he has had on my account. This guy is unbelievable, man. I was so lucky to pull him, obviously, and, he just, okay, I'll stop kind of drooling about this champion, but you guys get the point. Now, I want to pause here. If you disagree with me, if you don't think, again, I'll pose the same question to you guys. If you could choose any champion, any legendary champion to have inside this entire game, including Lydia, just to be given to you, who would you choose? The downside to, and if I had to choose a #2, I think I would actually go with, Dracomorph if I had to choose a #2. And again, that's just my personal list, but I think I would go with Draco, even over Lydia, just because he deals so much damage. He's such a game changer. But anyway, that's my choice, is Krisk. And hopefully today's video will illustrate as to why. I'm going to do a general guide on this champion, as I do every other champion that I've done here on the channel. But yeah, let me know who you would choose in the comments below. So he is an AoE on every single ability. Well, he only has 2 damage dealing abilities, and both of them are AoEs. On the A1, it's an AoE, Enter the Morass. Attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff, and that can be booked up to 50%. So 50% chance to land the strong version of decreased speed on his A1. Really solid. I mean, talk about a solid A1. And then on his Centuried Vigor, his A2, attacks all enemies. This has his highest multipliers as well. Attacks all enemies, places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. Places 2 15% continuous heal buffs on this champion for 1 turn. Also, increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Wow. Ally protect, dealing a lot of damage, 2 continuous heals on himself, increase the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Invincible Shell is his A3, also on a 3-turn cooldown. Places a Provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Places an increased defense on this champion for 2 turns. Places an increased speed buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. So we're getting a 3-turn cooldown AoE Provoke, increased defense on himself, increased speed buff on all allies, the buff duration increase by 1 turn on all allies, ally protect, healing himself, putting out a lot of damage, an AoE on his A2, an AoE on his A1 with the strong version of decreased speed, and then he has Might of the Ages as well, his passive. At the start of each round, places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns, equal to 50% of his max HP. What? Also has a 100% chance when booked of placing a decreased defense debuff and a decreased attack debuff on the attacker for 1 turn whenever he's hit. Wow, dude. That's Might of Ages. So you guys can already see, you put all this together and holy smokes, man. This dude is a monster. Alright guys, so looking at his masteries, I have him built out obviously for the arena here, so I actually went with Unshakable to add that plus 50 resist to this champion's kit. Of course, you can take him in a number of different directions. I also went with Lasting Gifts to extend the duration of his buffs, and Master Hexer to extend the duration of his debuffs, which is both obviously helpful for this champion. Your options are pretty endless with this champion, and again, don't blindly copy my masteries. If you're lucky enough to have him, you might want the extra accuracy. The way I look at it is I'd rather have the extra HP on this champion because you want his HP as high as possible, man. I mean, take a look at this passive again. The shield at the start of each round on all allies for 2 turns is equal to 50% of his max HP. So getting his max HP as high as possible is going to be very important on this champion, but basically everything matters on him. Resist, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage, speed, defense, HP, everything matters. So he's a challenging champion to build unless you have a very kind of cohesive strategy that you're trying to use this champion for. So anyway, going back to kind of how I have him built out here, Masteries, it's tough. You can go in so many different directions. Again, I have him on an arena team that's defense and resist based. That's going to be very important. I'll show you that team in just a second. So his total stats right now are 66k HP. So really, really nice, obviously. We're looking at like 33k HP at the start of every round on that 2-turn shield. His defense is over 5k. His speed is at 209. Crit rate 73. I'd love to have that at 100. His accuracy is high enough so that I'm landing his debuffs on in dungeons and on arena teams that are nukers, right? Because they don't generally have high resist. And then his resist is a little bit lower than I like. I'd really like this to be around 300. But 279 kind of gets the job done most of the time against the teams that we're typically going against. However, yeah, he's not going to be able to resist Madame Ceres is out there, so definitely have to keep that in mind. In terms of artifacts on this champion, I went defense on the gauntlets, I went defense on the chest, I went speed on the boots, and I'm looking for a lot of HP on sub rolls on my substats. So again, HP double roll on the shield, I have HP plus 5% glyph on the helmet, and I have HP double roll on the weapon. I have an accuracy set on this champion, I have a speed and an immortal set on this champion, and then I have HP, I'm assuming, nope, defense actually, on the ring. I don't know, guys. I could probably do better here. Let's see if I have... I think with 51k defense, which is really solid, obviously he's very difficult to one-shot this champion, but I think I could probably go HP, although that ring has a lot of defense on it, man. So let's take a quick look. Let's see what I can do here. If I go HP, what do I have? Not much. You can see why I went with the defense. I don't know if I want to give up 480, but then I could roll that up a little bit. I might roll this gear up a little bit, but, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know. This might be a trade-off I'm willing to accept, right? 5,000 HP in exchange for 391 on the defense. As a matter of fact, I think I'll make that trade. So getting his HP up even higher is going to give me a better shield, and his shield is incredibly important on this champion, right? Oof. Let's give the 5-star glyph. 3% there, and I don't have any HP. All right. So I get a little bit of defense back, though, which is nice. Now he's at, what, is he over 5k? Nah, 48? I don't know. We'll see how it goes, though. But it's nice to have that extra HP again. Now he's over 70k, so we just get that really nice shield. But now that I made the trade, I'm thinking that was dumb. Anyway, I'll shut up for a second. We'll see. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but I think I want the defense for the arena. Anyway, guys, that's how I have him built out. Let's go ahead and bring him right into the arena, and I'll show you the team I've been talking about most of this video. Let's see if we have... This is a perfect team to kind of go against here. Actually, too low on the power. It will be too easy. Let's see what we can find here. Let's see. I just want to go after like the most challenging team I can find. It is... Okay, this team is pretty solid to go against, right? So the reason we want his resist high is because Tormins and Hegemons and anybody else out there, right? And then we have a lot of nukage on this team too. So what I want to do is go ahead and put in Mountain King. And this is one of the teams that I'll run in terms of... I could put Valkyrie in for Lydia as well, as a matter of fact. I think I'll do that. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Basically, the backbone of this team is Siffy and Krisk together, they are such a strong combination. It's just, you guys will see right here. Even with Biggin on the team, he might kill my Valkyrie. We'll see. But we're going to start out with a shield. Boom. Really nice shield, right? Madame Ceres is going to... We all resist Madame Ceres. And that's it. The game over, right? And that's why this team is so incredibly strong. Let me just go on auto here because my computer is lagging a little bit because I'm rendering in the background. But there he goes. That was his A2. He put out 40k. He killed like a few of the enemies. And I think this is like the most annoying team to face in the arena. It's also my defensive team. These 4 champions right here is my main arena platinum defensive team. It's so strong. And the reason that this team power is so high is because of all that resist. I have Siffy at like 550, 600 resist. And I have Valkyrie even higher. I have her not higher than 560, but even higher than Krisk at around, I want to say 350, 400 with the resist banners on both of those champions. And then I just have a bunch of HP on Mountain King. Of course, this is a super pay-to-win team, so I'm not going to show you a ton of gameplay here. I just kind of want to show you what my main arena team is basically like, right? Let's go against like a very meta nuke team. And again, they're going to have the speed. They're going to go first, even with Trunda on the team, but they're never going to be able to bleed through this shield, right? It's just such a strong shield. You can see, man, with all this defense on my team, it doesn't matter if they have Trunda. It doesn't matter if they have 2 Trundas. It doesn't matter if who they have for nukers. Going with a strong defensive meta team is going to be all I need. It's a little bit of a slower team, but sometimes what I'll do is even when I'm speed farming, even in Platinum Arena, if I'm just farming medals, what I'll do is I'll take Valkyrie out or I'll take Mountain King out and I'll just sub in either Lydia, or I'll take out Mountain King and Valkyrie. I'll sub in Lydia or, Stag Knight, doesn't matter, like a debuffer, Madame Ceres, and then I'll put in my Trunda, right, as the nuker. And I'll still run them all together. I'll show you that team next, and then I'll show you some dungeons with Krisk. But really, I mean, like I said, his accuracy isn't super high, but against teams like this, I mean, they're not built with high resistance, so it doesn't matter. He's still going to be landing all those provokes against a team like that. Against a stronger defensive team, it will be a little bit more challenging. So let's go against this team, guys, and I'll show you what I was talking about I'll run a kind of the speed comp, if you will. So we'll go with that, and we'll go with Trunda. Where is she? Probably right in front of my face. There she is. All right. So this is like when I want to go a little bit faster, I'll run this squad. And again, really solid. Doesn't matter if they go first still. I lose Trunda sometimes, but it's okay. See, like, oh, she doesn't die to Rotos. That was good. And now it's already game over, pretty much, right? And it looks like Krisk is actually going to take down Rotos there. And you can see how much damage. She hasn't even gone yet. So that's the team, basically. And you can see how much damage he's putting out with his A2 there. Just really good damage dealer on top of everything else he brings to the table for the arena. He's definitely one of my favorite arena champions in the game. He was a huge game changer for me. I don't think I have Lizardmen open right now. I don't. But in Faction War is just insane. Let me show you him in Spider's Den. Well, it doesn't even matter, man. He's like, it doesn't matter which dungeon you put him on. Like he can actually, this is probably a poor team to show him on because it's just a speed nuke team. But let me just throw you in a random dungeon with him. Doesn't matter the dungeon. Actually, let me show you. Sorry, guys, I'm indecisive today. Let me show you Ice Golem's Peak and just put him with a random team here. Well, he's on this team already. Let me make it a little bit more free-to-play friendly because we just had to sit through, that pay-to-win arena team. So let's put him on a, let's put like Draconis on there. Let's put, where's my rare champions? Let's build him out with like a, Diabolus is naked right now. So let's see if I have any rares. Golly. Go by rank here, my bad. So let's build him out with like a, I have Draconis there. I'll put Reliquary Tender. Nah, I need some damage dealers on this team, man. Let's put Dilgal on the team, and let's put like Avir the Alchemage. All right, so there we go, like 3 rares with Royal Guard being our nuker, and he's going to be able to support this whole team, man. Actually, you know what? In hindsight, I probably, actually definitely should have put Reliquary Tender on the team instead. That way we would have a revival just in case somebody dies on the second wave, but I don't think anybody's going to dive on the second wave anyway, just because of the provoked, right? It's a 3-turn cooldown, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be, hopefully it will be all okay. But yeah, man, like just sticking him with a bunch of rares, you're going to see how he basically is the best carry possible in this game because he's landing the provokes. He's increasing our buffs. I mean, you saw, I'm not going to go over the kit again. Increased speed. He basically has everything and the self-heals on himself while he's taking all this damage. And before every round, he has that shield. So again, it's just like everything that you need. He just went with his provoke, so I hope he goes right now. Now he doesn't. So we're still 2 turns away from the provoke. This might be dangerous. Let's see. So he still has to do his A1 next. I don't even have a debuffer on this team. There's his A1, and let's see if he can go in with the provoke real quick. He's not going to be able to get it in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. So they get the reflect. We're going to lose somebody here, I think. Let's see. We land the provoke, but it doesn't really matter. I'm worried about losing Royal Guard, frankly. Okay, he doesn't have his takedown up yet. I think it's 1 turn away, though. Dilgal almost dies there. And again, Ally Protect is now on. So let's see. Can we stay alive here? Come on, Draconis. Lay another shield on us, dude. Oh, Dilgal, hanging on to life. Veer getting the job done. Order of Mercy heals Dilgal. And then takedown goes down. So we get by that second wave. Thank God, man. All right, so here we go. Can we take down the Ice Golem with his squad? It's a rare dwarf heavy team. But you can see already these debuffs, right? He's got heals on himself. We've got shield on all our allies. We've got ally protect. We've got increased speed. That's all Krisk. Krisk is carrying this team, right? A little bit of help from Veer and from Draconis. But still, I mean, running a, you know, not the strongest team around him. I don't even know if I have gear on Dilgal, to be honest with you guys. But he's just going to be able to just do such a great job at, you know, everything. Crowd control and carry support. Nice to have that ally protect there too. So I'm not going to show you him in every dungeon, but obviously he's Void Affinity. You can use him in every single dungeon. He's going to help you everywhere in this game. You know, again, I could show you him in Fire Knight and Spiders. I'll do a quick Spider run with kind of that team and him as a support. Again, the increased speed is going to help that team as well, and the shield is going to help keep the Coulthard alive. He's a great kind of tandem support champion with Miscreated Monster. You're never going to break through a Miscreated Monster and a Krisk on the same team. However, ooh, he's getting low in health there, but it doesn't matter. Maybe Draconis coming in with a spot heal. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the shield. Draconis shield plus the continuous heal ×2 is going to help as well. But yeah, with Miscreated Monster and Krisk on the same team, forget about it, man. That's all the support you need. You can still see he's landing those provokes on both of the minions. Everything's looking great here. No complaints, right? And honestly, to have a 4-minute, looks like this is going to be a 4-minute run. To have a 4-minute run with a few rare champions with no decreased defense is pretty solid. Actually, Royal Guard has it on his A1, my bad. But still, pretty solid nonetheless. I'm impressed with this team here that I kind of just randomly threw together for this video. But I will show you one more hit on the Ice Golem, and I will go ahead and show you a and how much he put down. You know, 740,000 damage as well. So not bad in terms of the damage department either from this champion. Let's go with that Spider team and call it a video, guys. What do you think? Is this guy broken or is he broken? Those are your 2 options. So I'll put him on this squad here, just kind of supporting this team. And again, I mean, this team is pretty ridiculous, but you'll kind of maybe get the point, right? You start out with the shield. He's going to go in. He might... Yeah, he's going to land a provoke on all the Spiderlings, keep them off of Coulthard. Just really, really solid, right? So now all the Spiderlings are going to attack him instead. That shield's helping out as well. And it's just going to be a matter of what? Maybe a few seconds before this battle is over as soon as we get into the Heartseekers and the takedown. Or takedown already went by, but, you know. Decreased speed can land on Spiders. Can land on Ice Golem. Can land on Royal Guard as well. So one more hit on the spider, and this one will be done. There it goes. So 40 seconds, doing a good job provoking, shielding, everything else, ally protect. He does it all, man. Let me know what you think about Krisk the Ageless. Do you agree with me, or do you disagree? Is there a champion that you would like or want or value more inside this game? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more legendary guides, or if you've had enough of this legendary stuff here on the channel, if this whets your appetite for the foreseeable future. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.